and hung out. But just the idea of hanging out in some New York bar, just was like, what am I going to do? So I just jumped in the car and drove to Atlantic City and went to the Borgata.
By yourself?
Yeah.
On Friday?
Yeah.
God, when do you sleep?
Friday night.
I was exhausted after that roast.
Well, I took a nap beforehand.
Right.
Because, I had the room. So we got done with the show, took a long nap. So I was like up as a pup and drove down there. And then I was playing blackjack. And you ever notice when someone's standing uncomfortably close to you?
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of people stand around the tables and watch the games and stuff, but they were a little too close. So I didn't want to even look at them. So I'm kind of just playing. And then I slowly look up, and it's Louis C.K.
He's sitting right next to you?
He had just got done with his show.
Right.
He was playing at the Borgata. I didn't know that. So he sits down, and me and him are talking and just laughing at the whole concept of gambling and just losing your money. And we were getting like some really bad beats, just sitting there getting hammered by the dealer and laughing. It's a lot more fun when you have somebody to commiserate with. But he was just, oh, boy, here we go again. He's pulling more money out of his wallet and just putting it down. He gets like $100, gets $100 chip, puts it in, loses. And then he's got to wait for a new shoe to come around before he can get another one.
That is the worst feeling when you just keep going to your wallet for hundreds. Like, oh,
yeah.
that 100 went by in 2 minutes.
And
I got to get another one out.
Then we go over to the roulette table. Yeah. I don't play roulette, but apparently he does. He puts some money down and he wins. He wins like a stack of chips. And then he just looks over at me and goes, oh, this will dissolve into nothing in no time. And it did.
Did he? How'd you wind up doing?
I lost, but not.
That's all right, though.
Yes, the old sound.
It's Opie and Anthony and Louis C.K.
There it is.
Stopping by to say hi.
And Jimmy.
Hello. Of course, Jimmy.
Of course, Jimmy. A lot of times if people hear a comedian's in right off the bat, they think, where did little Jimmy go?
Depending on what message board, they're either where is he or thank God.
Thank God. Because, Jimmy sucks, and Anthony sucks, and Opie sucks, and the show sucks.
Gives it a fresher feel. It doesn't.
All he does is this. Just put all blank does is blank.
Great.
Now fill in the Anthony.
Why'd you do that?
Why?
And I know because I still listen every day.
Yeah, I know every single thing that was done.
You just gave him a bit.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't want to because I know that they do that.
All blank does is
Believe me, I've read them all. Yeah, it was a fan site, remember?
They don't understand that concept that no matter what you do creatively, every once in a while you just got to regroup and quote reset and get back to basics, and they don't get that.
No, they got to get some new bouncy titty avatars.
Yeah, and, I love the bouncy titty avatar.
Yeah. Hey, Louis, you ran into Anthony at the Borgata?
I did. I was at the Borgata playing.
I want to hear your side of this because Anthony said his side.
You scared me. At first, Louis scared me at first because he was standing too close to me, guy.
Yeah.
But I was sitting and he was standing, so I had no idea it was Louis. I had found out he was going to be there, but I was getting there too late to actually see the show.
Yeah. No, Here's what happened. I did a show at the Music Box at the Borgata, and then I, gambled stupidly for several hours.
What's your poison?
I like blackjack, but I also like poker. I played some poker and stuff, and it's just stupid.
I can't be bothered with poker. It takes way too long to possibly win a couple $100.
Yeah,
but,
And some people are annoying. I got in a little shitty battle with a guy, like a verbal shitty thing with a dude at the poker table.
Why?
Because happened to me too. I
bluffed. Weird, but I had a shitty hand and I raised. And then he saw I had to show my stupid cards because I got called. So I turned over my
2-7 offsuit.
Yeah, that's what I basically had.
Right.
And he said, "You were checking and raising with nothing." And I go, "Yeah, I just decided to do that.
That is part of poker.
Part of the game.
It
and
really
he goes,
is.
Well, if you want to throw your money away," and I go, "Yeah, it's my money."
And I do want to throw it away.
Yeah, you fucking idiots.
And if you didn't have a hand you were confident with, you might have folded with one of my raises, and I'd have been laughing at you, douchebag.
Yeah, and I make more money than you do anyway.
Right.
I would shoot myself if I woke up as you. or anyone at the Borgata except for Anthony and me.
At that point.
The whole building full of fucking should-be suicides.
Drunks and the whores that are bringing them drinks.
Yes, that's it.
They really are a bunch of fucking dollar siphoning pigs, those women, aren't they? Here, drink this, stupid.
I got to say, the Borgata, though, has the hottest waitresses.
Oh, yeah.
The Borgata babes. Because you go to I went to the Tropicana once.
Yeah, they have definitely the most genetically lucky cunts in all of
Oh, absolutely. I went to the Trop once, and it was like fucking Flo from Alice.
Yes.
The Kiss My Grits woman was bringing me fucking drinks.
She's been there since the casino opened.
Oh, yeah. Chewing gum. How you doing, sweetie? What do you need? Get out of here, beehive head.
When do you ship out?
Ship out.
Oh, just horrible.
But so I'm gambling, and then I just, you actually make decisions to be stupid. Because I went up and down, and I still had $1,000 in cash on me. I was probably about even for the night. And then I decided, I'm exhausted. You know what? I'm just going to put $500 on a blackjack table and go to bed. Like, I wanted to lose quickly so I could go to bed sooner.
You nailed it, man. We explained that on a past show in Vegas. Like, I had just a couple $100. I'm like, I want to win this fast lose this fast because I want to go to bed.
I want to go to sleep.
Why couldn't you just take the chips and leave and then maybe play them tomorrow?
Exactly.
The same mentality went through. And then I won a couple hands and I was getting mad. Like, no, I just want to lose this so I can go to bed.
Exactly.
But anyway, sorry.
Or I could have taken that $500 and gone to the gift shop and bought something.
Right.
Something
for $500.
stupid, and it's worth more than getting
a music box and then like broken it, thrown out the window. That would have been more.
Your head gets fucked up when you're in the casinos because with this $200, won a couple hands, now it's going up, and I'm like, now it's gonna take longer to lose this, and I just want to go to bed.
Exactly. $500, you could have bought 4 suits.
Exactly.
I wonder how many people actually do exactly what you're mentioning.
You mean just
just to blow the money so they can finally crash?
Yeah, I think it happens a lot.
You
I
start
see a lot of
playing
people do.
stupid.
So I'm walking around looking for a table to put $500 on, and I get to the $100 tables, and then I see Anthony, and I see him like 3/4 view from behind, and I go, oh, that's Anthony, and he's just staring at his chips and cards, and I debated not going up to him because
you don't want to be the cooler.
Well, no, because when you see somebody in their bad element, like I saw this story on his face that he told me, didn't need to tell me, that he was in Manhattan. He had no reason to be there. He's in Manhattan, and he just went, fuck it, I'm going to go down to Atlantic City and just make myself feel bad. And it's kind of like for me when I would go to Times Square back before there was the internet and you had to go out and get porn. You had to go make a fucking errand of getting disgusting porn.
I'm running an errand.
Yeah. So I go to Times Square where the most disgusting porn is, and I'd get all kinds of awful things that I'm ashamed of. And then I'm walking with them under my arm, and I run into somebody, and I'm like, don't even look at my face right now. I'm a werewolf. Please don't talk to me. So that's what I felt like. I'm seeing him in a bad state, and I stood behind him just waiting for him to notice me. And then he looked up and he went like, "Oh, hey, I heard you were here, but I didn't. Please just let me lose my money."
I was just losing it. And then Louis decides, well, I'm going to sit down and we're going to gamble.
And I lost my 501 shitty hand.
It was just so bad.
You did 501. Wow.
One hand. Then I dug.
But see, that's a lot of fun.
I lost another 500 sitting.
What I love about blackjack is getting like let's say us together and playing, and then it's not even really about winning or losing. You're just having fun, busting each other's balls.
It is fun when you have a good table. When you have a good table, fun people. But if you're just sitting there rifling through your chips, looking at the dealer with nothing but contempt, and the second I go, like, I'll bet 100, win, lose. And then when I make that big fucking bet, insurance, because the dealer pulled a fucking ace.
Yeah.
And no matter what the dealer's showing, like, I could have a 17, and, it's in God's hands at that point. I can't hit it. You're done. You get a 17. The dealer's showing a 9, and you're sitting there going, maybe the dealer has like a 7 under there and is going to pull this. No. What does the dealer always have in the hole? Oh, it's a face card or a 10.
Every time.
And he acts surprised, wow.
What's insurance? What's insurance?
You get to put some money up on the insurance little place on the table, and if the dealer does have blackjack, you win that bet.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. You could bet like
there was
half
one
of your
point
initial
he
bet.
was-
When
Anthony-
did they start that?
That's
been for years, yeah.
I've never been at a table for
always.
that.
Anthony was
that?
was losing so bad. He had such shitty luck that at one point the dealer was showing a 3, which means you probably got a good chance.
Oh, yeah.
And I made a joke that I bet she's got an 18 card under there, like that's gonna somehow magically. So then she turns over, she has an 8, and the next one's 10.
A 10.
She goes
Yeah.
21.
21. Louis like, I'm sorry. I go, no.
You knew
I go,
you had
you
something
called
to do
for
with
the
that.
18 card.
Yeah, and plus there's some Indonesian guy who's really betting a lot of money next
Oh,
to us.
yeah, yeah.
And he's looking at me, you know, like
not very happy with the 18 card comment.
No.
But they will do that so much
Yep.
more often than you will. Like,
yeah.
like I don't know how many times the cards are flipping. Boom, there's a queen. I got a queen. I'm like, all right, they go around the rest of the table. And 3. 4.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there, and then when the dealer's got a picture card showing,
Yeah.
it's like, where's their 4?
Yeah, never.
And 3, like,
Never.
not all the time, but most of the time. They turn that fucking card over and they got a 20 so many times.
You know how hard it is? Like when I got a queen showing, I fucking pray for a 5 and I never get one. Sometimes I'll get like another face card, which is boring, and I'll fucking just quit the hand right there.
Just leave.
Yeah, you gotta fold.
You fold.
Just say- yeah.
Fold blame.
I was just
I fold.
I would love to go into a casino with like money on a hidden camera and fold every time I have 2 face cards. I fold. This is a bunch of bullshit.
double down on your 12
Like a
and 13.
7 and a 9, you fucking just bet it all. Against they have an ace
I'm all
showing.
in.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
Just all in.
Let's say hi to James in Georgia. James, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? Love your show.
Thank you.
Hey, my mom was a blackjack dealer on a riverboat in the Mississippi River in Iowa.
Yes.
And that insurance, man, that's a sucker bet. You never want to bet that.
Yeah, no, I don't bet the insurance, but
You know what they do though? If you have 21 though, and they are showing an ace, and you can do even money. You got to do that. That's,
every time.
you're an asshole if you don't do that.
I always take the even money.
What's that mean? If you have 21 and
If
they're
you have
showing
21 and they're showing an ace, that means if they have 21, you get nothing.
You push.
But you can say, I want even money, and then you won't get 2 to 1. Oh, God, this is boring. Then you won't get...
We're just explaining blackjack.
Like this is one of those shows where
You get
here's
better
what you
odds
do.
of the blackjack.
Yeah.
Let's go to Adam in Alabama. Adam?
Hey, what's up, guys? I
Hey.
love the show. Just wanted to say, hey, yeah, y'all just commented on what I was going to say. On the insurance, you don't win the money.
Insurance.
You just get to keep your bet. You lose what you put up for insurance. The dealer will take that away like a bitch.
Oh, but you keep your bet. So you might lose 100 or whatever, but you keep your bet.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever you put, half your bet is the insurance, and then when you lose that, if he does have blackjack, if he doesn't, well, you keep your bet up, but you lose your insurance money.
All right, so it's basically just an additional gamble.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all. I mean, because you already risked the money, so it's stupid that you're throwing
Right. I
good
would-
money after bad.
If I had a G up there, I would do it, but I wouldn't do it. If you're betting $1,500, I wouldn't.
It's also the hand. If you want to protect a good hand,
Yeah.
then you would do it. Like if you got a crappy hand that's probably not going to win anyway.
Right.
Right. All right. Thank you, sir. Let's go to John in Freeport before we move on here. John, what's up?
Oh, man, I just going to say I got plenty of friends that are dealers, man, and when they kick ass at the tables and put people out all night, hell, they go to another boat and play. They're hot on their luck.
Oh, you mean because they feel like they're lucky?
They're lucky.
Even though they're not winning actual
I
money.
don't know. A lot of
No, no,
dealers
I mean,
I've
they're
talked
just
to
working for
don't
the boat,
play the
so they're
games.
putting
Yeah.
They
people all
don't
day,
gamble.
yeah.
Yeah, they know how ridiculous it is.
Exactly. They see people losing their money, so they just go,
"This
I'm
is
not
a bad
playing
idea."
that. Screw that.
How stupid are these people that
Yeah.
I'm dealing to?
Jesus. I get taught every
Okay.
4
All
seconds how dumb this is.
I need Keith the cop to go with me though to the casinos because I realized he's the guy that keeps me in check. I'm a child when I'm alone like that because I brought about $5,000 up to just a little over $30,000 and left the Borgata with $1 in my pocket that I had to give to the guy for bringing my car up. So I left with no money. I had a car that I just threw away.
Yeah.
I could have had a car.
There was a car.
Did the people get mad if a dealer was beating you, and every time the dealer beats you, he goes, yes?
I think so. Yeah,
I
That'd
would
be cool.
kill the.
You could have probably gotten 2 Ford Focuses.
Yes,
30 grand.
2, and just
2 Ford Focuses.
strapped in and played bumper cars
That's
with them
it.
with
That's
a friend.
what you could have done
Brand
that.
new cars,
You could have
and
done
just
that.
played bumper cars and giggle our asses off.
Yes.
But instead, I gave it all back.
Yep.
How about this? You could have bought your fucking pal, who maybe doesn't make as much, a fine gift.
I could have
right.
done that too.
Or given it to us. You could have bought in a Ford Focus, gone up to a fat girl that you see all the time that's lonely in your neighborhood. and
Here.
just say, here's the car. This is for you, you fat cunt. And
Sort of a backhanded gift.
Like she's got to take the car, but
Yeah.
What would
and
it
then
take-
have I'm a fat cunt
sit there
written
going,
on it so that she has to. She's like, I got to take it. It's a good car.
What would it take for you to walk away?
To walk away, that's why I'm saying I need Keith the cop there with me, because it wasn't even like it was early in the evening. Early in the evening is very difficult to walk away because it's all night. This was well into the night. I think the morning already. It was stupid of me. So Keith always goes like, you want to leave? Because especially if I start losing, I go, all right, and then I'll say something like, all right, a couple more hands. Let's see how those go, and then I'm out of here. So I probably would have lost a little more and then gone, all right, let's go.
Dude, if I'm up
But if I'm alone, I'm like a child.
I just don't have the bug to gamble, because if I'm up 1,000, I'm so out of there. Like, all right, that was fun.
But the only way you
I can't stop.
the only way you get up to 30,000 is by making the max table bet, which is 6,000.
Yep.
So I was making $6,000 bets, and I'd win. I'd win. It was like, holy shit, I'd hit a huge hand. I got blackjack twice in a row
But it takes
on $6,000
It takes
hands.
a bite out of you as a person.
It certainly
Because
does.
when you go and you sit all night and you go up thousands of dollars, and then you feel that losing it makes you sick to your stomach, and then it's like 3 in the morning, go to sleep, and I had to wake up for a train the next day. And then I got to get up early, and I smoke cigarettes because I always do
you
in
just
casinos.
feel like shit.
And I lost money, and I'm just
A bite out
I
of
feel
you
like an asshole.
doesn't cover it. It's like saying Jaws took a bite out of Quint.
Took a nibble on him, tasted him.
Just took a little
Tasted him.
sliver.
Exactly.
And you're on a losing streak.
Am I on a losing streak now?
Yeah, the last
I was
few
on a big
times.
winning streak.
Although the one we can't talk about, unfortunately.
I'm still ahead.
That was a biggie.
I'm still ahead, but I'm saving it for. I'm saving all these losses for tax time.
There you go.
That's what I do.
There you go. Hey, Jay, what's up, buddy?
It's a
Hi,
positive.
boys.
Jay Moore, everyone.
Oh, hi, Jay. Welcome aboard.
Hey.
I'm finally up early to call you guys. I wanted to say, Louis, your stuff on, every time I hear you on the show when I'm driving, your stuff about being a parent is some of the most, insightful stuff I've ever heard. I always go home and I tell my wife, because I know you guys are talking about gambling. I'll tell you about gambling in 2 seconds, but I don't know the next time I'll see Louis, but Jesus Christ, man, it's funny, it's hilarious. It's
thanks, man.
insightful,
Thank you,
and you're
Jay
onto
Moore.
something. It's like guys like you, that's where comedy's going. It's just people telling the truth about not hitting your kid and saying, treating your kid like it's a goddamn product. Like, hey, it works. I
Thanks,
just wanted
man.
to tell you, it really impressed me. I was over there in California listening to you, and I thought, Jesus Christ, I got to go home and tell somebody this. So I
Thanks,
just told
man.
my wife.
Thank you, Jay.
How about a
That's nice
compliment
of
for
you.
some other friends?
Yeah.
Jim, Mr. Menza. I was a little surprised. No.
Metza. An old Jewish
my high
lady.
definition channel is right next to the regular channel, so I just kept going back and forth to see the difference in your face.
Hey, that's a good compliment.
Absolutely.
not
You
bad.
can't see
It's
one.
fantastic. It's you doing comedy for an hour. Well, what am I supposed to say? It's fucking Jim Norton for an hour. It's the best.
Thank you, Jay.
Have you guys ever sat at a casino at a table and the dealer has 20 or above for 15 straight hands? Where it's Anthony, you seem to gamble the most here, right?
Yeah.
It's a mathematic impossibility. I sound like Kaito. It's a mathematic impossibility.
Exactly.
But it isn't. It's a.
I was at the Hard Rock Cafe and I lost $3,000 just because I wanted to see how often the dealer was going to get 20 or above in a row, and I stopped counting at 16 fucking hands.
Yeah, but
And I
Jay,
looked
you
at
know
the
it's
dealer.
a mathematic certainty because
It just happens.
most cards are worth 10. No, I mean it's because
Yeah, but where's
there
mine?
are more cards worth 10 than any of the other kind of
Where
cards.
are mine?
Where's Anthony's
Shouldn't
It's
I
not-
get?
Then fucking give them to me, you fucking cunt.
Shouldn't I get 20s
but
as
here's
much
the-
as the dealer does?
Here's the thing: you know what cards you have. You're just too stupid to fucking not double down with 15.
I just
And
don't
split
get it.
tens and-
I should get 20s as much as the dealer does. I should be able to pull 21s out of my ass with a 13 to
No,
start
21s, no, but
They do that.
Yeah, I know.
You sit there and go, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, lay out four. When they start getting to the fifth card that they're throwing down and a face card hasn't come out yet, and then they just start taking your chips while you're on card 3, you're still adding card 3 out of the 5 they have down there, but they're taking your money all because you know it's 21.
Yeah.
Bastards. Nothing, Jay? No comment on that, Jay Moore?
Yeah, Jay, you started this 20 thing. We were waiting for your comment.
No, it's the new me that tries not to interrupt.
Oh.
Nice.
Hey, this is kind of strange.
I figured since I fucking buried Ron Bennington that day and he's been mad at me ever since, I would just fucking sit back and relax and let everyone have a nice show around me.
Ronnie did take offense to you honing in on his time.
I didn't know. How often am I up to talk to you guys? I didn't know Ronnie needed to... You know what it is? Ronnie is secretly in love with Anthony.
Who's Ronnie Bennington?
Ron from Ron
Ron Bennington is just a disc jockey from upstate New York.
Ronnie is he's a genius.
I never.
Ronnie could, if he ran for president, he could dose me with acid and drive me into the center of the sun, and I'd be very happy about it.
Ronnie reminds me of some guy with like 1930s sense. Like he's got this sensibility that belongs in the 30s, and it seems like he has knowledge, like street knowledge, of every year from there up till now. Anyway,
If you're gonna roll a guy for his poke,
yeah,
make sure you don't know your hideout.
Exactly. He's got like that way of talking that he just fucking knows everything, and you don't doubt it for a second. I love
He's the guy
Mr.
that
Bennington.
He's the guy that can talk you into doing acid even though you're 40.
Yeah. He does make drugs sound fun.
You would have a great argument.
He was across the street from a fucking kindergarten doing coke with a buddy of his, and he got so paranoid he thought all the kids at recess playing on the playground that one of them must have been a midget cop mixed into busted.
Wow.
Midget cop.
And he said every once in a while he would see like a silver flash of a belt buckle, and he'd be like, "That's a fucking bed. They got midget cops out in the yard, man."
Oh, that's funny.
Do you know the joke about the guy? God tells the guy to go to play blackjack in Vegas. Do you know this one?
Yes.
No.
I do actually.
Do you?
Yeah, good.
Jimmy knows.
Yeah.
He just tells him, go bet everything you own. He takes everything out of the bank, and then he sits down at the table. He gets 18, and then God tells him, take a card. And the guy's like, what are you talking about? And the guy says, take a card. He takes a card. It's a 2. He's got 20. God says, take another card. And the dealer puts down a 5, and God goes, fuck! That was the shortest version of that joke ever, because I don't want to get hung up on.
That's a funny joke. I actually heard
That is a funny goddamn joke.
I heard it in
funny.
roulette. Put it on black. I heard it in a roulette form, but I knew where it was going.
That's pretty funny because you're expecting a whole, twisty, quippy, gaudy thing.
Right. But no.
Yeah, and then
God just
says,
yells, fuck.
Yeah, but that's a bunch of bullshit because the Lord would know what cards are coming.
Of course he would. He knows
Well, like,
everything.
you know the joke about the Jewish guy and he's drowning and somebody comes by in a boat. You want me to save you? And he goes, no, God will save me. So the boat keeps going and then the helicopter comes. Come on, get on the helicopter. No, God will save me. All that shit. Same too long joke.
Yeah.
And then he dies. And he meets God, and he says, "Why didn't you save him?" And he goes, "What? I sent a boat. I sent a helicopter." His joke would be like, then he goes to God, "Why didn't you save me?" And God says, "Shut up, you fucking Jew." Which is a better punchline.
I like shut up, you fucking
I mean,
Jew.
they are amazing, the Jews.
There's a wonderful joke about a Jewish woman whose son is in the ocean and he's swimming. And he begins to drown and she screams, "Help, my son is drowning. Help." And I think God somehow, what's God do? He pushes the kid out of the water. I don't remember the rest of the joke.
Oh, my God, Jimmy.
No.
I know the joke.
Jay, can you tell it? Because I know it's funny, but I fucked it up.
Like Buddy Hackett used to say to his act, the God, she goes, "Help!" It's an old Jewish word, like, "Help! My son is drowning! My son is drowning!" So God, like, miraculously plucks this kid out of the ocean and, like, puts him on the blanket on the beach, and they're crying and hugging, and the mom goes, "Hey, mister, he had a hat."
He had a hat.
Oh, God.
But it was
Fucking Jews.
Oh, the Jews.
Oh, the
You know
goddamn
what?
Jews.
Let's talk about the blacks. How come they can't say ask? but they can say Escalade.
An Escalade.
Excellent.
Let me
It
ask
is
you
weird
about my
to me.
Escalade. And stop asking me if I know what you're saying. What is this fucking regarding Henry? I have a head wound no one told me about? It's that fucking, like, mundane shit. Like, I just came to your house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, why the fuck wouldn't I know what you're saying, you black bastard?
You know,
Say the goddamn words.
the thing about acts.
You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? That's fucking getting a car accident? What? Yeah, I know what you're fucking saying. And why would you be mad at me? Stop telling me you're not mad at me, you black fuck. Yo, I'm mad at you, you know what I'm saying? What's with this? That's all I got. Good night.
Take care, Jay.
Take it easy, Jay.
The great Jay Moore.
Thanks, man.
Jay is fucking. It's really hard to be funny on the phone. Jay is funny on the phone.
Yeah, I know.
It's really hard.
Always. Oh,
That
God
bastard
damn.
is funny.
You know, it's not only black people that say axe. Like Vinny Barbarino said axe. I know he's fake.
Yeah,
but
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn guys say axe. But if you, it does drive me crazy because if you hear one person with credibility, like Dan Rather or somebody, say ask, that should cure it for the rest of your life. Like,
I don't
how do
know.
you hear anybody say ask and still go, I'm going to stick with axe. I'm pretty sure it's
I'm
still
going to
axe.
axe. Well, I don't understand why President Bush says nuclear.
I think he's kept it on purpose because he thinks it's charming.
I think you're right.
Charming.
Nuclear is a very red state way of saying nuclear. It's just a
Nuclear.
People don't want to budge on nuclear.
It's fucking
By the way,
nuclear.
Jimmy Carter said nuclear for years.
Did he?
Nuclear?
It scares the piss out of me that the guy controlling the nuclear shit can't say nuclear.
It's because he knows that other people say nuclear and he doesn't want to make them feel bad.
Nuclear.
It's just easier because when you put this L next to the C, it kind of
Nuclear.
fucks you up a little bit. Nuclear.
It's like nuclear.
Yeah.
Nuclear. Not nuclear.
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 Nuclear. Hey, Louis, what are we promoting today? We're going to take a quick break here.
I'm going to be at the Egg in Albany on Friday. It's a fucking place called the Egg Casino.
Yeah.
I know.
Not a casino?
No, it's a...
What is it?
It's a theater in Albany. And then I'm
Why
gonna
is it called the Egg? Because it's...
I don't know.
Don't tell me
Everyone
'cause
there
it's-
is dressed like a sperm.
That's right. Trying to get in, you can't get in.
Cute joke.
Only
I
one
made.
guy gets in.
Why is it... the Egg in Albany, okay.
The Egg in Albany, and then I'm in Northampton. I don't remember. I can't remember the name of the fucking place.
But my favorite of the night, though, is the roulette table. When we finally got up off the blackjack table to make our fortune over at the roulette table.
Yeah, because when you lose your hundreds,
Right.
and you go from the $100 table, which is guys in tuxedos and James Bond and shit,
Yeah.
and then you move over to the roulette table where it's dollar chips and really dumb people.
Yeah, oh my God, was
who
that guy
are
stupid.
Very not white at all.
There were two black guys
Extremely
there.
not James Bond.
One guy that thought he was like Diamond Jim Brady. He's just thinks he knows the game, trying to teach his buddy who just knew shit. And he was just getting in the way and making everything take forever.
I wanted to punch him in the face.
Oh, was he awful?
Put it on the number you think is
Put
good
the one. No, it's got to be. You got to be. It's a minimum, so you got to put 3 of them on there at least. 3. No, now put the other.
Just
put it
pick
wherever
the
you
number.
want.
Pick the number
Oh
you think.
shit! Shut up. So Louis puts down, some money and wins right off the bat. He got a nice little stack.
I won
chips.
like $400 in one roll.
Wow, nice.
And then he just looks at me and goes, "This'll dissolve into nothing in no time," and it did.
Yes, because I was putting $5 chips down, and I had like three chips on a number and hit it directly, and it's 35-1.
Sure.
And,
That's
nice,
when you should
they
walk
pushed
away.
over
That
a
ain't
huge,
happening again.
Huge stack of $5 chips.
stack.
Hey, that's
No.
and as a matter of fact, it would have erased what I lost at the blackjack table.
But it was like the first fucking spin of the wheel.
yeah,
what are you going to leave?
No.
I don't have the bug because if that happens,
Yeah.
I'm walking.
Oh, no.
Nope.
It's like, okay, cool. That's what you're supposed. That's what you're hoping for. It happened, so it's time to walk.
Yep.
No, you
I
just
didn't.
gotta-
I didn't even tip the valet guy. That's how bad I lost. Avert my gaze and get.
Are
in the
you a
car
big gambler?
quickly,
Just get
put up
the-
the window and fucking go.
Big
Only
gambler?
when I go to those places. I don't gamble on sports, and I don't
I can
go
get
to them
sucked
on
in a little
purpose.
bit when I'm there, but I don't like search it out on my own. If
I
we're
only-
there for a show or what have you, then sure, I'll join the fun. But
You know what I understood what gambling was and why I don't do it? I was in Vegas one time, and I don't. And I walked by one of those tables where they have like a wheel with dollars on it, like 20 and a 10.
Yeah.
And you put down and you bet. And I put a single on 20, and it hit 20. And my first thought was, why did I bet 20? That would have been 400.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's exactly what it
That's
is,
what
man.
gets you.
It's fucking that little moment you have, which for the rest of your gambling career,
No, that's what when you're playing
Not
blackjack
enough.
and you've been betting $100 hands.
Oh, yeah.
And then you decide to taper off and you put 20 on a hand and they give you an ace first and you literally say, don't.
You're like, don't give me
blackjack.
fucking
I
blackjack
don't
now,
want it.
you son of a bitch.
I don't want the money.
Don't want it.
Because it should have been 100.
And then they give you blackjack, and you go, that figures. That's what I say. That figures. I go, where was that last hand?
Thanks for the $30, you cunt.
Yeah, fuck it. Just throw it at her head. Throw the fucking chip. Here's your tip, you fuck. Take it. Put my feet up on the table so Pesci can slap me in the face.
We're going to take a quick break. More with Louis C.K. in just a bit. It's Opie and Anthony. And we're back with the XM Satellite Radio portion of the Opie and Anthony Show. Louis C.K. in studio playing the Egg in Albany.
Yes.
And everybody from Albany is now calling. It's called the Egg because it's shaped like one. I figured as much.
Yes, that's what it is.
All right.
I don't know that place in Northampton. I don't know if you could check my website.
Yeah, we'll get that info out there for you,
it's
Louis.
called the baked potato.
Shaped like one. It's called the bacon.
I'm funning you. I'm funning you.
All right, listen. Half the shit we talked about during the break, or Louis was, should be on the radio.
I know. We should shut
Talking
up during
about
the break.
the dominatrix. That's
Yeah.
terrific. Are you blowing up someone's spot by mentioning
Don't
the
say his
person?
name, that's
I won't say his name, but my friend's wife was a dominatrix, and she used to have Hasidic Jews as clients a lot, and they'd be very.
Well, hold on. Your friend
Yeah.
was going to this dominatrix and
Yes.
decided this is the woman for him.
Yeah.
Which is so bizarre because you had a great line there. You know, he basically married someone that burned his dick.
He married a woman who literally burnt his dick with a hot poker.
But the thing is,
And that made him go, I'm in love.
does she still dominate him, or
No, not anymore. I mean, I don't know. That gets into areas.
Yeah, you got to
I
think
don't
that would
know
be a little
about.
weird. He's got to go out of the house to get
well,
that.
now,
right?
yeah, now, well, the thing is that then it just turned into a regular. They got married. They have a kid. She's a pain in the ass, and he's a
Literally, like,
husband.
is there?
Literally,
I mean,
pain in the
God,
ass.
yeah.
You don't know. I mean,
Fucking with a racket. Yeah,
Just became like, it doesn't matter what they do beforehand, because that's the ultimate, a
Yeah.
dom and a fucking slave.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Once they're married, they become the married couple. He's taking the garbage out. And
exactly. There's no
Ugh.
cool ethereal
What
sexual
happened?
thing.
do you promise to love, honor, and shit in his mouth for as long as he shall crawl and be scum?
Until he says his safe word.
Does anyone object to this marriage? Guy
great if
stands
you
up
could
in
have
a
a
baby costume.
It'd be great if you could have a safe word in a marriage.
Yes.
You could just in the middle of marriage say thumbtack. She's like, oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I went too far with
sorry.
this
I didn't
argument.
realize.
Yes.
I didn't realize we were crossing the line.
No.
But she said that she's
Shouldn't the safe word be cunt, though?
Yeah, it should be.
Dun-dun-dun.
Well,
That
that
is.
ends the argument.
That's the
Yeah.
one.
Starts a new one,
So you were saying that she had a lot of Hasidic.
Hasidic Jews that were her clients, and that during the business transaction, before they would fall into their role play, they were very rude to her, the Hasids, because they can be rude. They're
good
think
businessmen.
Anybody who's not them, you're outsiders. Like if you ever go to a store run by Hasids, they don't care that you exist. They just it's just. It's a different. It's a closed society. I'm trying to be nice about it. Fucking Jews.
well, it is very.
Jesus.
It is a very different and closed society. You're right.
Yeah.
Do you know any Hasidic Jews personally? Have you ever been to their houses? Do you know
No.
friends
Well,
with
they're
them
not
or anything?
supposed to. They're not supposed to.
Yeah, that's
mix
what I
with
mean.
other
And so
people.
it's not like you're saying anything that
No.
not true. It's
No,
just
and-
no one
and-
knows. They're very mysterious, if you ask me.
And it's a generality because there are. I mean, I go to B&H Photo, which is.
Oh yeah, I love B&H.
And B&H, they sometimes they're very like, you go, is this a good camera? Yes, it's a very good camera. Yes, it is.
yes.
Just yes, it's good. And I'm like, all right, sorry. But sometimes the guy's like, it's excellent. It's excellent. I can tell you about it, and they'll be nice. Sometimes.
But if you poke them for information, they all have it.
Oh, sure.
They all know. Like, they're good employees. Like if you say, I know, why is this better? Make them work, and they'll always tell you. Like
Sure
they
they
know.
will. They'll sell it.
I get all my video stuff from there, and every time I've gone there, it's been great. It's not a commercial for the place, but
No. No, it's great. It is a great place. But anyway,
informative.
But so these Jews were rude to her a lot, and they're living in a society that's extremely like moralistic. Going to some dominatrix and having their dicks whipped. It's not exactly in the Talmud.
Within the
really
bounds of their religion.
I don't think it's part of their bar mitzvah. In the Baruch Atah, it's not in. There's no Hebrew for,
getting your dick
fuck
whipped.
me with a strap on.
Right. Jesus, Louis.
So there's just something about, I think it's something about any lifestyle that has you in this very strict parameters as to what you can and can't do.
Crazy.
You're going to fucking be the nut, whether it's a strict Catholicism.
Or Jimmy Swaggart jacking off on a hooker's ass.
Yeah,
of course he is.
Shit like that. Whenever you're put in that situation, you're going to fucking want to get a little freaky.
Yeah.
Get your freak on.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to go to a dom,
so he went
whatever.
to this. These guys would go to her, and she usually, you talk as two normal people before you start the hitting and stuff. And that's her time that you got to respect her, and they were disrespectful to her. So when she was beating them, she said they were the only clients that she ever hit like with spite, because that's a huge line for her. She would never cross. When a dom is beating you up, she's being very, she's doing it with some kind of kindness. There's a weird, but she said she used to crucify them. And
that's a no-no.
And like inside, when she's hitting him, she'd be like, "You fucking Jew!" He gave me so much. Wow. And then the weird detail she told me was that they always had to take their sperm home with them in a tissue.
Get out of here!
Because that was in their religion, was they couldn't leave their bodily fluids behind.
What do they do with it?
Somehow, like God's watching a dominatrix shit in your mouth. And he's, well, look, as long as you take your cum home, it's fine.
Someone's trying to bother God for a second, and then he's like, no, wait. I got it. All right, he took his cum with him. Okay.
He's okay.
All right.
He's still good.
I thought he was going to leave his cum on her floor, and that would have really pissed me off.
As long as he puts it in that cigar box under his wife's shawl.
That's why the tsunami happened. Guy wasn't paying attention to the weather. He was watching some Jewish fella jerk off into a Kleenex and fucking bring it on the N train.
Bring it on the N train.
Fucking
taking it on the JZ to the fucking Bensonhurst.
I knew another dom who used to see the same thing. She said the Hasidic clients, she had one would always come, one of the tranny to fuck him. So she would bring the tranny, and the trannies would a lot of times make the guy shower. She's like, they were dirty, they would smell, and they said that the tranny wouldn't fuck the guy until he showered.
Wow.
The tranny go, I ain't gonna fuck that.
Jeez,
Make him
man.
take a shower.
Let's
disgusting.
let's get Keith the cop on the line here. Keith, what's up?
Yeah, that's very true, Jimmy. Big in the tranny community. We used to catch them all the time. They would go out and they would look to suck the he-she's dicks.
Really?
Yeah.
Those naughty boys.
Yeah, and you know what? They would get robbed a lot because, they would be embarrassed to go and, report that they got robbed.
All right, yeah.
The community, they would get the backlash from it, so they would just
I was being fucked by a transvestite, and the fellow took my wallet, and I went to file a report.
Yeah, so we would catch them a lot, but... yeah, filthy animals.
Jeez.
Like the rest of, I'm not saying them in particular, but, they just happened to a couple of them.
Yeah.
Two of them.
A couple, too.
All right, Keith.
All right, Keith, I wish you were there in Atlantic City to drag me away from the table.
Well, you got a call.
Yeah.
I'll come out there and pick you up.
I know.
But homeless shopping, we're going to start doing a couple interviews.
Oh, very good. Bring them by.
Out on the street doing them, and we'll bring one in maybe later this week.
We got some shit to do on this show in the next month or so. We got the eggnog drinking challenge. We want to bring Fatty Pig Fatty back, and we got homeless shopping spree.
And a best ass contest.
Well, the lawyers over there at CBS are still trying to figure out how we could possibly do a best ass contest.
I think Anthony had it best. He said they have to wear the Everest climbing gear.
Yeah, that's the only way the lawyers will let us fucking do it.
Right.
So there's absolutely no... You can't even see what their ass might look like. She could be a fucking 10 or the biggest fat pig ever.
The lawyers over there are just choking us to death, man.
What's wrong with a beautiful ass? They could even be a thong, right? Didn't we say that?
Dude,
like one of those thongs with those strip really up the ass, like fucking just wedged in there.
I don't like that. I wince when I see that.
I wince when I see it too, but you could still see that the ass is nice. And even in those thongs, you could see like where that asshole is.
Yeah.
Like it's just a little,
but it's like just
it's ass crack, and then it's a little spread. It's like, that's where that asshole is.
That's where the asshole is.
Having a lacy rope scraping your anus. Just looks so painful to
Girls
me.
are allowed to do, or like they could do shit that guys just could not fucking deal with.
And they never get mud spots.
Yeah. Well, maybe
no mud.
Maybe they do.
Well, the
I don't
bottom
know. I
line
don't
is if they,
inspect it.
if they push a half a log out through a thong, it splits like a fucking
Cuts like a cheese
velociraptor's foot. It looks like a Sleestack foot. A log when it shits through a tight thong.
Do you think it would curl at the ends too, like an exploded cigar?
Yeah,
Like my daughter's Play-Doh machine. Like you push
The Play-Doh
shit
Fun
through.
Factory.
That's what women should wear underwear that have like there's like a star at their asshole, so they shit through it and make like a shit star.
and then they can run in and go, honey, look what I made, and just be the
Like I
dumb
made
dodos they are.
I made hair for my doll. Like it has like a bunch of little holes.
Spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they do half of that shit either with the fucking them in their bras.
Yeah.
I don't have to put one of those fucking things on every day.
Oh God.
Fuck that. Well, the lawyers are having a problem with us putting our Demented World CD up there on that website.
Problem?
Yeah, they got to ask AF.
What?
Yeah, they're just the
Ask
bunch of
AF.
fucking
They'll say
faggots.
no.
These fucking lawyers, man. It's a CD that we did that's already all over the place. So we're trying to throw it up on a website to get some listeners in the New York area that don't know a lot about us to maybe discover something about us.
Well,
right?
here it is. No fucking contract was ever written out or signed for that CD.
Yeah, no shit.
None. So fuck them. Put it
But
online.
this is the shit. And then, like, Tracy came in today. She's like, well, before we do the eggnog drinking contest, we got to bring it by the lawyers. I go, you know what? We'll just do it over at XM. She goes, what? You don't even want to fight for it? I'm like, no, I don't really feel like fighting with these guys anymore. We do have 2 places that we do radio, so this is what we do. We'll just move it over to XM, and we'll be fine with that.
We'll plug it all
And she's
morning.
like, but we should at least... I'm like, no, we shouldn't, because I know how they think. It's never going to fucking change. And when we get the boot, they'll bring in another show that they could wreck. So what can I tell you?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lose sleep over the stupid lawyers wrecking our show on a daily basis.
You're better off that way because they'll probably end up that. Then she'll have to fight them and change.
Well, she's going to fight anyway. God bless her, because she gets it. But it's like, this is where they got us. That we don't feel like fighting anymore because they just take all the fun, all the creativity out of everything. Like, why couldn't we just put our stupid Demented World CD up on that website?
Yeah.
Shouldn't even be a discussion. We want to put it up there, Louie. Ready for this?
Yeah.
And give it away for free. And we're even having a problem with that.
Jesus.
Right, Steve? Is that the truth or what?
Yeah.
Do I speak the truth
Yeah.
here?
There was
We
no
can put
contract.
we can put it online, but for what Ope wants to do is, which is put it on that
give it
K-Rock
away.
website. No, giving it away is fine. There's
We already
plenty
gave it
of
away
outlets.
years ago. Like most of our listeners got it for free, and we don't care. And they send it off to other people, and they're getting it for free.
Yeah.
But OpieandAnthony.com, FoundYourMusic.com, those people have it.
Yeah.
We have a new site. It's ONARadio.com. It's like Opie and Anthony Basic. It's basics. It's mostly for commercial radio listeners, okay, that are listening just on regular radio. And this is a great marketing tool. Throw it up there for free. We don't want any money. Then they learn a little bit more about us. Go, wow, some of the stuff is pretty funny. I'm going to start checking out their show. That's all we wanted to do.
Yeah.
And the lawyers had to get involved with this one.
Right. It's basically it's CBS's.
That's because you did
property.
it with an
It's-
old radio station that you'd have to ask.
I guess.
Right.
Yeah, but there's no one left at that one. I think it's been sold.
Oh yeah.
Since we were
it's
gone. I
stupid
mean,
because
possible
all they do is make you stop. They don't. They wouldn't sue
Yeah,
you.
fucking
If
cunts.
they somehow
CMD
reared their
or
heads.
something. Yeah.
But the point of illegal people in entertainment, what they do, it isn't actually to protect you; it's to protect themselves from work later.
Right.
They just go, I might get a call from them and have to spend 14 minutes mopping it up.
Right.
It'd be so much easier to tell the guys who pay me, just don't do it.
Right.
And
right.
That's the way that is.
And
Always.
there's a long history of the lawyers fucking up radio shows for CBS Radio. Long history. I mean, Howard talked about it back in the day. That was the big reason why he was leaving. He couldn't stand it anymore. And it's show after show after show. And then I'm sitting there going, when is the company going to realize that maybe it's the lawyers' problem and they got to find new young lawyers that, A, understand how to protect the company, but also know how to allow a show to be as creative as possible.
Yeah.
Like when they start telling us we can't say the word faggot on the radio, I'm like, why? That has nothing to do with the FCC.
No.
When they say you can't say douchebag on the radio anymore, why?
Say douche, but not douchebag.
Really?
But you
How
want,
fucking ridiculous
But you
is
want a
that?
show that's talking like guys talk, like they want us to get
What
many.
what about dirty cunt?
Context.
Yeah.
Where is the line?
it's all in the
Where
context.
I can't find the line.
If it's a verb, you can use it. Like if I was out dirty cunting last night, it's totally acceptable.
But when is the responsibility pointed back on the lawyers?
yeah, no,
Never. It'll
That's
never
what I
happen.
want to know.
Because they're all fucking, the guys that are running those type of businesses are all older guys None of them have any stake in fighting. The lawyers are only doing what they're told. You understand? The lawyers are doing what lawyers do. The way sharks bite things. That's what they're doing. If the company was going, fight this, fight that, that's what the lawyers would do.
Yeah, but if one guy opened up a fucking firm of real fighting lawyer for this kind of business, he'd make a shitload of money.
No, he wouldn't.
Or if he said, "We're going to take your show and get maximum play out of it."
Yeah,
I will. You guys do what you want, and I'll cover your ass.
The company wants to protect the advertisers and themselves. It's not the lawyers, because the company is dictating to the lawyers what they want. Like, we don't want to deal with this. We want this to go away quietly, and the lawyers are giving them the best ways to do that. Because if the company was saying, we want these guys to be able to do this, make it happen.
Yeah.
But they go to the lawyers and go, what should we do? And the lawyers are going to give them the easiest suggestion.
Well, they tell the lawyers to stay well within the bound. You have to stay well within the boundaries. They don't even want you in some ambiguous area.
You're right. Yeah, it used to be their gray area, but now so far away from that.
Sure. Let's go to David in North Carolina. David, what's up?
Oh, you were talking about the Hasidics a while ago. When I lived in New York, I used to work for a moving company. We were moving some of them, and they wouldn't even offer a glass of water. And when we were done, after 2 days of moving their stuff, they didn't even offer a tip. But when we were moving a dresser, me and one of the other guys, one of the drawers fell out on the floor. It still had clothes in it, and there was an envelope in there. We opened it up and looked. Let's just say me and him got a tip, probably between the two of us, break close to $500.
That's great. You're a dirty thief with no excuse. People being rude to you and not giving you water doesn't mean you get to steal $500, you fucking asshole.
Screw that Jew.
So he didn't.
We nailed that Jew for $500.
In the end, I got that Jew.
Jew boy.
He didn't say good morning, so that means I can look through a personal envelope and steal money.
Yeah, the drawer just it fell out. That's what happened.
Ignorant thief.
You went through his drawers.
You're implying if he gave you water, you would never have looked at that envelope.
Right, yeah.
Well, he did give us a glass of water.
Took some anyway, water or no water, because they didn't give us shit after 3 days of working our asses off.
Now we got the story.
Hold on.
I had to take all his jewelry because he didn't offer me a sandwich.
But that's what it really is. It always comes down to the person's personal day, because really now he's telling us the story. He was tired. He was lifting beds and shit.
Yeah.
He didn't like his life. It's not the career he had chosen, so he found an excuse to steal some Jews' money.
His story falls apart, though.
Yes, because...
Dude, if you were still moving, how did you know they weren't going to tip you when you were done?
It's very true.
When we were done, they didn't give us nothing.
But you were
stole the
moving
money before you knew.
Yeah, you were moving the dresser still.
Maybe
that money. Hold on, maybe that money was your tip money. Maybe he put it aside for a tip, and they're actually very considerate. You,
what an asshole!
What happened to the $500?
They must have stolen it. They stole their own tip.
Them.
Well, my wife is from Westchester, and we moved out of there in '99, and this was probably probably 3 years prior to that. But I mean, it didn't make any shit, 'cause I knew it wouldn't. They'd never see it until it was too late anyway.
Yeah, so good for you.
All right.
So now those Hasids also have a prejudice thing about guys from North Carolina. Exactly. They take your money. They don't care.
They take your money. From North Carolina either, so.
All right,
I moved up there in '94 when I met my wife.
No,
the story's awful. The story's awful. I have cleaning people in my house right now. As we're talking about guys going through your drawer, and I know they go through my drawers, and I have $480,000 in fucking nickels. I have it under my pillow.
Under your pillow.
There's a little bump.
Back then it was just money. I didn't care.
All right,
take care,
The
sweetie.
cleaning crew that comes in my house must just have no clue what I'm all about. They're all Mexican, I believe, and they come in and they wear the little backpack vacuums. They look like a Buck Rodriguez. They just kind of go around the house.
They're probably Central American.
And probably, something like that. Not Mexican like you, Louis C.K.
not like me, no.
I have never seen a redhead come in.
Louis,
No, I just want to be clear.
I assume they were Mexican because they're shorter in stature than normal people.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean Americans.
Humans.
Humans.
Louis' next HBO special should be shot in a boxcar.
And I wonder if they go through my drawers and shit like that because
they don't. I can tell you they don't.
What are you saying about Mexicans?
They don't because they're little tiny Catholic people and they're terrified of God and they have real morals.
Well, they're very nice.
They're better than us.
They're very nice.
They would never do that. They would kill themselves before they would do that.
And the guns that are all over the place, I'm wondering if that shakes them up a little bit.
There's guns around your...
Louis, I love the gun.
And you leave them around your apartment?
They're laying around everywhere. That's the best part about not having kids.
Yeah, sure.
I could leave loaded weapons all over the house.
Right.
And believe me, I do. Because you don't know where someone's going to come from.
They go through your drawers. He must love children. He has so many pictures of children. I can't believe he has so many nieces and nephews.
And they play very nicely together, the boys and the girls.
You just gotta wonder. I know the other day, and I felt bad about this. I don't like when they have to clean up like gross stuff or stuff they'd consider gross or anything.
No.
I try to keep all that stuff to a minimum and clean it up myself and things like that.
Would be, but go ahead.
Well, let's say I have a cold and I've been blowing my nose and leaving snotty tissues on my night table.
Sure.
I'm going to pick those up if I know the cleaning crew's coming in and throw them in the garbage.
Right.
I don't want them rifling through my snotty
tissues.
tissues.
Don't use Mexicans to clean their place because they'll throw away. You threw my cum away, you fucking, you dirty spick! You threw away my cum. What am I going to say to God now, you fucking dirty spick?
I'm going to burn because of you.
Because of some idiot.
You threw away my jism.
That was from '83. I came in that.
So my girlfriend had to be off the pill for a while because she skipped the pill for a while, and it was like, all right, I don't
just wait to go back around.
Yeah,
again.
wait to go back around, and I don't even fucking play around like that.
Yeah.
No pulling out,
no
bullshit. I don't need any fucking accidents happening.
She doesn't want kids either, right?
No,
and they want to leave their guns around. They don't want
That's
kids.
right. I want guns everywhere, and I want to be able to leave and go to the Borgata and gamble with my good friend Louis C.K. And so we were using condoms, which, I love. The sensitivity of those things are fantastic. It's so much better than putting your dick just bare into a vagina. Because you want to take away the moisture and warmth and smoothness and cover it with rubber.
Like putting your dick in a dead guy's ass and then fucking your girlfriend with that dead guy on your dick. Like somehow if you could wedge the dead guy and your dick in her pussy. It would be just about as...
Exactly. So I left the wrapper, just the wrapper on the night table.
Yeah.
Of course I took when it was done, and you gotta just awkwardly pull it out, and it kind of hangs in there for a little bit and then snaps back at you.
Where the load is hanging like a medieval mace, just swinging.
Looking for a
it's
home.
just awful. You take it off, and it's just...
Because the rubber's got on the tip and the reservoir tip.
Yeah, and it's just like, swinging like a pendulum.
Where does the Hasidic cum go?
That's a good
I don't know where they
question.
put it.
Collected,
Love to
they
find
bring it
that
back
out.
home.
Probably bring it home and burn it. While
Maybe they
gotta
gotta burn it.
something. They got to put that strap on their.
Do we have
hand.
anyone that's...
and
I don't
pray.
Know. Are any Hasidics can tell us what you do with your cum?
Yeah, find out what they do with their cum.
With your whore
Is
cum?
Ronnie B an expert on Hasidic cum?
I don't know. Ronnie knows a lot, but I don't know if he's a Hasidic cum expert.
We might finally have something that's going to even stump the great Ronnie B.
Ask Mr. Bennington.
I bet you Ron collects it. I bet you he's got a fucking lunch pail full of Jewish cum and a fucking in tissues.
They have to dispose of it a proper way, or do they collect it in a box or a big fucking
Don't know.
garbage bag in the closet?
I don't know the end user thing. I just know what it was like for her. I guess if you Google, Jew cum,
Hasidic Jew cum.
Now, if you Orthodox Jewish laws, bodily fluids,
right? That would work.
Like that.
Really?
That would work.
All right, I'm gonna Google
something like that. Well, anyway, I left the wrapper up there on the table, and the Mexicans I know came in, and then it was gone.
Right.
After
so
that, and they had to pick it up, and even though it was just the wrapper part, I was like, they're probably. What goes through their head?
Well,
you
it's
like
a
to
sin.
think
To them,
they're
it's a
just
sin.
machines that just go around your house like an automaton, just picking shit up and not thinking for themselves.
Nope.
But no, they probably would go like, ha 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 ha.
No, they don't laugh.
Chuckle.
They get a little tear in the eye. Because
Really? Because I sinned.
Because you sinned, you took a child away from God.
I used that so I could have sex without the thought of procreation.
Yeah, then they don't like that too much.
And they cry.
They cry a little bit.
No crosses hanging in my house either.
No.
I should have a crucifix on there.
It's weird, though, when there's an acknowledgement of something dirty with somebody that you're not even there when they... Like, I had Playboys when I was a kid, and some of them weren't nice Playboys. They were like fucking ugly, Larry Flint style shit.
Yeah.
And with just women fucking holding their vaginas open like a
gaping asses,
like a fucking raincoat,
like a sailboat.
Yeah,
fucking sail.
fucking coming about with their left labia.
like elephant ears, like Dumbo ears.
Yes, exactly.
Like fucking Dumbo ears.
Like they're showing the size of a shark's mouth.
Excuse me, we got a very important person on the line. We can't let him wait here.
We'll continue that.
Ron Bennington, expert at large.
Ronnie B.
There he is.
I think we finally got one that's going to stump you there, Ronnie.
Oh, great.
Ronnie is always, I consider Ronnie very knowledgeable. He's got a street knowledge that I've never seen in another person. He's very intelligent, very witty, and just very knowledgeable about a lot of things.
What do you know on the Hasidic Jews and their cum?
What?
Yeah, exactly.
See, apparently,
Louis C.K. in studio, he's got a story about a dominatrix. Some of her clients, were Hasidic Jews, and they had to bring their cum back with them. They couldn't leave their cum behind.
They had to take their cum home with them in tissues because God would frown upon them leaving cum around.
Yeah.
My friends here, I have Hasidic Jews in my neighborhood.
Oh.
And
did they talk about that on the street, just like chatting?
Yeah, I did get a conversation, and they will put their cum in a mayonnaise jar.
Really?
Now, in the old days, it used to be a mason jar, and cum that wasn't being used, they would send back to the Holy Land. So in the old days, they would put it in a mason jar, made sure it got back there. Now you just come quickly into a mayonnaise jar.
Okay, and they keep it around the house or something to.
Well, you stock it up, and then there was plenty of it. You ship it out.
Oh, then you ship it out back to
Holy Land.
back to Israel. Wow,
the Holy Land. Yes.
Okay.
What happens to it in the Holy Land?
That's a good question.
They wouldn't tell me there.
I think I know.
I guess you got to join.
You plant a tree in it. Like they did Schindler's Tree?
They do plant a lot of trees over there, so maybe they fertilize the tree.
I think they just throw it down at the Arabs from the Wailing Wall. Like, where there's that?
Oh, God.
They throw jars of old cum at the Arabs.
I don't see a lot of trees over there for all the trees you say they're planting.
That's true.
Yeah, they plant a lot of trees, but it just looks like dirt.
They die, that's why.
And then isn't this
blown
weird?
up.
Jesus was a carpenter, and then you don't see any trees. He might have just been a slacker. Like, hey, I would be working.
There was some fucking wood.
That's why he did all that shit. There was no work. He was a shitty carpenter. There was no work. And he's like, all right, let's do something. I was son of God.
Can't find any wood.
Can't
build shit.
Was he a really good carpenter? And he had like a big blue ox, and he was just knocking down tree after tree.
Could have been.
So the lack of trees could be from Jesus himself.
Because he was so large, and he was just knocking down trees.
Giant Jesus.
But also, there's that thing where a lot of the words from back then have been misinterpreted. So it might be that carpenter was another word for, big
Jew.
A big faggot Jew. Yeah, carpenter meant Jew faggot, I think.
Oh, God.
In Aramaic.
Well, I don't know if he was gay, but you never saw him with a chick, really.
No,
well, not really.
No.
He had a girl, but, usually some gay guys have girls to go shopping with and stuff.
She was a heavy-set girl, Mary Magdalene. She
was a fag hag. Mary Magdalene is the first fag hag.
God, are we in trouble?
And then at the end of the night, she was always going, why do you make me cry, Jesus? They love to act like their feelings got hurt by their gay friends.
Yeah.
What, fag hags?
Yeah, they just love it.
I don't get that whole thing about, it's great for them to be friends and all. What's wrong with that? But to just really hook up almost as a boyfriend and girlfriend that can't possibly ever fuck, is weird.
Well, it's like a pilot fish where they're licking stuff off the shark.
Okay. The shark tolerates it.
They serve a purpose in nature for each other. You know?
It's called a symbiotic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see the gay guy helping out the fag hag for shoes, clothing, house decor, things like that. What is the fag hag doing for the gay guy?
She's preventing him from being beaten up as he walks down the street by a gang of ruffians.
Okay.
And he gets to use the word cunt where he used before and act like your cunt stinks. They love to yell them at you.
You know, when I was living in Chelsea, and all around me were apartments that the city subsidized for AIDS patients to live in. So I was surrounded by AIDS-ridden homosexuals.
Hey, how about that?
Yeah, it was interesting.
That's, yeah.
And they all had fag hags that were party girls that would hang out with them, and they'd live in their apartment because this was free rent places. So
they would walk the dog, make the broth.
Yeah. So one night, my now wife, when we were just going out, we're sleeping, and there's this gay guy, and all we hear an argument. We only hear his side because he's yelling, and he's going, Doris, you bring these fucking guys here. I'm dying of AIDS.
Oh, God.
You stupid cunt. I'm dying. He was yelling that over and over again. I'm dying of AIDS, you stupid cunt.
Oh, shit.
I'm dying of AIDS. You cunt. They stole my things, the guys you brought. It was terrible. We were just laughing at his gayness, his dyingness, and his friend being a cunt.
What do you think happened to him?
He probably died of AIDS.
Gone.
I'm sure he's dead by now.
Yeah, probably.
The prognosis wasn't good.
Godspeed.
According to him.
All right. Well, Mr. Bennington, again, look at the knowledge we got. They take the cum tissues, put them in a mayonnaise jar, which used to be a mason jar, ship it over to the Holy Land where we can only speculate what happened.
DHL to the Holy Land.
DHL. Fucking Hasidic cum tissue envelope.
I love that they told him that much, but then they stopped. Oh, well, if you're curious, we actually put it in a mason jar and ship it to Israel. But then what happens? That's none of your business, son.
A DHL plane filled with cum.
Oh, it was late?
To the Holy Land.
They had to go. It was almost sundown.
Yeah, something about that sun going down.
All right, Ronnie B, the great Ronnie B, everyone.
Thank you.
I love
Ron 12 o'clock.
At noon, yes.
Right here on 202.
How about his outro there, E-Rock? What do you say? Let's make this sound like a real radio show. Ronnie B's over.
Ron Bennington, expert at large.
So again, I wonder what they do with the cum tissues.
Oh, well, I want to know for sure what that's all about. Why don't we take a break? Louis C.K. playing the Egg in Albany and someplace called...
Do you know what it's called yet?
The Calvin Theater in Northampton.
In Northampton
When
on
are you
Saturday.
there? This Friday,
The
Saturday?
Albany at the Egg on Friday and the Calvin Theater on Saturday.
Where's the holy shit?
Calvin Theater's in Northampton, Massachusetts.
Oh, Massachusetts.
Yeah,
Guy's rolling a frying pan up with his bare hands.
There's these two brothers who are extremely... They're like have retard strength.
Right.
Jesus.
He rolled a frying pan with his hands.
Dude.
Bullshit.
No,
he
he's not.
rolled it up.
And he still can't get a decent job because his brain
That's a
doesn't
fake
work
frying
properly.
pan.
No, they're these super strength brothers.
No, stop.
Can someone really do that? I've heard of that before, too.
They just have retard strength. They have
Yeah.
those- Yeah.
Do they classify it as that?
No, but why else would they be on the
Retard
Today Show?
It's trickery.
If retards only knew how
said that
proud
on the
they could
Today
be.
Show. We have a fellow here who has retard strength.
Dude, they could trick...
And you're going to be amazed.
Just off the air. The old test pattern with the Indian on it.
They're on the Today Show because they can fool them a lot better than they can fool us. Come on, there's something up with the frying pan.
It's a rubber frying pan.
That would be a cheesy joke. A little stunt.
How is that possible? Seriously,
If the retards could only have pride in being strong like that, like I don't think their brain really captures that they're strong. You know, when you say retard strength, and You think a retard could go, yeah, I kick ass?
I don't think there's really retard strength.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's not.
They'd give up all that strength just to know which one the left foot goes in.
They give all that up to be able to stop wearing Velcro shoes.
Yeah. Just to once be able to
lace up like a man.
Give it up for one good haircut.
They'd give it up just to once know what they're really laughing at. They'd give it up once just to not mistake a human being for a balloon.
Do you think it's retard strength or the fact that they'd have no real fear? No, not an understanding of danger enough where they'll just keep like wailing on you, or
no, there's no retard strength. It's just
they're very strong.
Is that made up?
The idea of retard strength is funny, and I'm happy to buy into it.
It's funny.
Just about once a year, you got to mention that it doesn't exist.
It does.
Really?
Would you agree?
Because I also heard they got giant hogs.
They do.
Oh well, some of them. I'm sure. The reason you know that, the reason you think that, is because they freely show their dicks to people.
Yes.
So the ones you hear about are the ones with the huge hogs.
Would you agree to a fight with a retard?
To a fight with
Wow.
I wouldn't agree.
Why?
You mean
If you
a
don't
blank
believe in
check?
arbitrary-
I'll fight a retard.
If you don't believe in retard strength, then fight a retard.
I
That's
won't
true.
because I don't fight just anybody I think I can fight. Like,
Are there
I heard those
retard
guys are weak.
boxers?
Are there retard
Retard boxers?
Well, Mike Tyson is retarded.
Okay, by retard, I do mean like people with Down syndrome.
I don't think they let those things box.
They are people. I'm just wondering if they...
You know, when I worked at Conan writing there, and we did a thing with Bob Costas where we had him do when he had a show where he interviewed people on NBC. So we used to do tonight on Costas. Here's what he's doing. We do fake promos. So we wanted him to be interviewing what's left of the Wizard of Oz cast, and it was going to be a tree and a what do you call it? A munchkin. Is that what they were called?
Yeah.
Munchkin. And I played the tree, but we asked our casting person for an old midget. And she said, those things don't live very long.
Holy shit.
She actually said that.
Those things
don't live very long.
God bless her.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, with that, why don't we take a quick break? So Louis C.K. in studio, and we'll continue in just a bit.
God bless her. Test one. Higher boy.
Breaking the law. Hey, at 11 o'clock, are we replaying the ostrich story?
Yes.
We are, all right. One of the dudes was in here last year when Jorgensen was his name, right? Al Jorgensen. Remember Uncle Al, stories with Uncle Al?
Yes.
Remember the guy that was in here with him? Were you here for that, Jimmy?
No. I heard about it, though.
Yeah, he came in and they were discussing how they fucked an ostrich at a zoo once. Well, one of the guys that was in that day is now dead.
Oh.
He's dead, and he sat right there in the old studio. He died. Where's our expert? Where's Steve? Steve knows about Paul Raven,
I'm
right?
still in mourning.
So that's a guy who you knew, and now he's part of the dirty earth.
Yeah. Was he the one that fucked the ostrich, though?
No, the keyboard tech was the one that fucked the ostrich. Paul Raven was the bass player.
What was he talking about that day?
He was...
Sounds like that's what he did in the band. He was the bass player, and he fucked the ostrich. It was a great act.
That was a crazy show because we had Rebecca Love and Sunset Thomas were also in that day with Al and Paul. So I don't remember what the hell they were talking about, but the ostrich story's out.
And Paul died of what, a heart attack?
They're saying heart attack. That's what the press release said.
And he said right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's creepy. Well, we're going to replay that very, very, very famous moment from our show, man. One of the funniest things ever. Them talking about fucking an ostrich on acid or something like that. But one of the guys that was in that day is dead at the age of 46. Who did he play for? I know Ministry, but who else?
But he played for Killing Joke. He played for Mission UK, I think, and a bunch of other bands. How'd your parents die?
And a bunch of other bands no one gives a shit about.
That's terrible. I'm
Although
sorry.
Ministry is pretty cool. There you go. All right.
How'd your parents die?
All right.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
All right. Get lost.
Get lost.
No, I like Steve. Thank you,
Steve from the band Foundry.
Hey, Louis,
Pendulum.
would you ever use a cattle prod on your kid?
No.
I don't know if we play this. I'm going to get this out of the way.
Cattle prods are usually used on cows.
Wow.
But according to authorities
Really?
in Kansas...
News? You dumb.
They did not just say cattle prods.
Cattle prods
are usually
blow-dried cunt.
Wait till you hear this, kids, but they're usually used
on that made more sense.
Cattle prods are usually used on cows. But according to authorities in Kansas, a mother is accused of using the electric shocking device to discipline her 15-year-old daughter.
The girl told us that the cattle prod was used on her twice on the arm, twice on the thigh, and twice in her chest area. It's my understanding that she may have came home late, or mom thought she was later, and used that as a form of discipline.
Saline County authorities found the girl while searching for 2 other runaways, though she had not been reported missing. She told deputies that she ran away because of the abuse.
If you want to get a child's attention, there's other ways to do it than that.
Officials say that the abuse started in February and ended last week. The teen's mother, 52-year-old Connie Thompson Dupes, was arrested. Dupes is out on bail, and the teen is now in foster care.
Oh, Christ. Does it feel good Mondays already? I don't know. I like that the abuse started in February. It's like Woody Allen's thing. My parents only beat me once. They began beating me in 1943 and finished in 1952 or whatever. Jesus Christ. Fucking dirty Kansas horror.
A cattle prod. Maybe the daughter was a little out of hand.
Maybe she was really fat.
Yeah,
she was fat. Maybe she thought it was a cow.
Yeah, maybe there was some confusion there.
Maybe the cow. She thought the cow came home late.
His name was Elsie. Her fucking fat retard tits really leaking milk.
We should have stopped wearing that blue ribbon, you fat cunt.
She didn't know.
Why are you fucking throwing grass up in your mouth and chewing it?
Exactly.
Disgusting pig.
Cud chewing bitch.
Exactly. You're eating the shag rug, stupid. She had 4 little hooves. Fucking. They were just brown fucking shoes, but they looked like hooves. And fat Elsie, the ribbon wearing leaky titted twat.
Leaky titted twat.
So the mother didn't know. She was like, go out in the yard. Parents thought it was a miracle because it was a talking cow.
Well, it's finally time for the feel-good story of the day. It's Feel-Good Story Monday before we do Line of the Day. And we got it. It's an easy one today. It's this fine little story. Your feel-good story.
Tonight's top story, the truth about what really happened the night a tiny baby was bitten by a puppy. It's a story you'll only see right here on
What really happened the night
Oh, God.
That's so weird because he just explained what really happened when a tiny baby was bitten by a puppy.
By a puppy.
Actually, the puppy fucked the baby in the mouth and shit in its eye.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah, the whole story's pretty much done.
Yeah.
And then it's a story you'll only hear here on CBS.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, so?
Because you dug deeper than the other news channels. That's the only reason we're hearing it there.
We actually visited the house inappropriately. And long after everyone had left them alone, we squeezed one more detail out of their retarded brother. He told us that the puppy is gay.
Well, I want to know now what happened.
Hey, no offense to Mark Sparks from Arizona. He's giving us a little more info on Paul Raven, and I swear he wrote this. Paul Raven played in Killing Joke on most of their most famous albums. What's the problem with that sentence?
The fact that he didn't, because Killing Joke's albums, the ones that were really famous and the ones that were completely unknown, have the same level of notoriety.
Most of their most famous albums. What does that mean?
They have no famous albums.
He needs to stop.
Killing Joke on most of their most famous albums. Okay, look, I've been doing radio since 18. I know people get pissed when I say that, but we got just a bunch of guys around here that kind of know music. I don't know what Louis listens to. I sort of know what Jimmy listens to. Ant and I listen to different stuff. I challenge one person in this studio to come up with one Killing Joke song.
Or one Killing Joke album. I can't think of one.
You, Danny. You're not in the studio.
Danny's running in.
All right, we'll have
he
you on
tried to be
standby.
in studio before you said that.
Trace It Back is a big song for them.
How many albums could they possibly have? They have to have for most of their most famous albums.
Right.
They better have 45 albums.
And that means they probably had at least 4 famous albums.
Yeah.
All right, name one album Killing Joke did.
They can't.
Name one album.
Yeah.
Louis.
Trace It Back.
Shut up with Trace It Back. That's hysterical. The brown chair.
Trace It Back's a good one.
Yeah, what do you got, Danny?
Abbey Road, that was their.
Well, you guys probably know one of their.
I know Lightning Rod.
No.
I know that one.
How about this one? Shoed Horse. Shoed Horse! It's supposed to be like you think he's wearing a shoe, but it's like they shoot it away out of the way.
There was a
Stress
Lightning
Attack?
Rod.
Stress Attack, right?
Lip Service was another one. Let's see.
No idea.
City Hall. I'm just picking names off the front of the newspaper.
Metallica covered one of their songs, put it on one of their compilations, and
And a Sandman?
No, it's actually called The Wait. And if you heard a piece of it, you'd probably recognize it.
All right, so we might have heard a piece of one of their songs. Okay,
in a
Like,
remake
fair enough.
by a different band.
Like how many albums did Killing Joke have? And how many were
I'm not
famous?
that big of a.
And who were they famous with?
I don't know. They had 13
Killing Joke
albums.
fans. Yeah, I get it.
13 albums. Wow.
This
What
is
is this?
Wait.
Is this Metallica or? Thank you, E-Rock.
Yeah, this is Metallica's version.
Yeah. You're just staring stupidly.
Chewing cud.
Chewing cud. Someone hit him with a cattle prod.
Yeah, that's really original.
Yeah.
I like the beat.
All right.
Yeah, we get it. It's the beginning of the song.
All right.
Get to it.
This is nice.
He's playing the rejoiner.
Here comes the vocals. See?
They're all the same, these songs.
Wait, is
I've
that
never heard this
Metallica?
song before.
I don't know them.
No, it's the original. My bad.
I like this.
Oh, yeah, I would listen to this. I don't know it though. Maybe I'll start taking a peek at Killing Joke.
Let's hear what happens now. Hold on.
It's about to change. There it goes.
Never heard it. Fight the serpent.
Yeah?
Right back.
Back to the simple part.
Yeah.
I like this.
All right, we got Killing Joke fans checking in.
It's like white supremacist music.
Hold on. Their most famous song.
Oh, shit.
Now someone's pointing out their most famous song. So let's see with the guys in the room here if one of us knows this song. That's I'm not. By the way, and people saying Killing Joke rule. All right, that's fine. I just don't know them, and I don't think anyone else in this
How about
room knows
this?
them. Love Like Blood is their most famous song, according to one of these guys.
Backdraft Alley. Backdraft Alley was a big one.
Backdraft.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna play.
Blood Snake was a good one too.
We're gonna play Love Like Blood or what? Are we?
The Mump-Necked Idiot was a big song. Called Mump's Neck.
Mump's Neck.
Here's
Mump's Neck Murphy.
All right, here's Love Like Blood.
Are these guys from the 90s or something? I don't even know what they are. This is like the beginning of some cop movie with a street.
Yeah. Starring.
Yeah, exactly.
They show him going through some forensic stuff.
Yeah,
And then they
exactly.
freeze frame it.
It's a big song called Quincy.
Shaky camera of like the sirens. And
Yeah.
Were they modern English? This sucks.
fucking flock of seagulls.
Yeah. This
One
blows.
of my submarines is missing.
The Thompson twins.
I'm kind of British sounding and very gay.
They had
I
me.
am from the 90s. Gay. It's fucking boring. This is fucking corny. Molly Ringwald movie.
All right. And people are getting
Shot
pissed.
a hearse with one glove on.
People are getting pissed. Stop talking about music. It makes you guys sound stupid.
No. It makes us sound stupid if we goof on a band that you like.
Yeah.
Dumb
Exactly.
fuck.
Shut up.
I love that. Makes you sound stupid. No, you just like the band and you don't like hearing us rag on it, so shut up. What do we got to know every fucking...
people that think that you have to have this encyclopedic knowledge of, like, well, as if you didn't know the Killing Joke preceded Nirvana by 14.
Yeah,
I don't
you
care.
just sound stupid. Shut up.
Somebody else do it.
I like the tune every so often.
What happened?
Dummies.
Travis has more info on Killing Joke.
Of course he does.
Yeah. What else
does that
about
mean?
all the chicks like Killing Joke.
Yeah.
What else about them?
I'm a dude.
Oh.
Killing Joke sued Nirvana.
Nice tits, faggot.
I didn't know.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sued Nirvana.
What song did they rip them? Supposedly they ripped off Killing Joke.
They ripped off 80s for their Come As You Are riff. Well, that's what Killing Joke said. Then they dropped the lawsuit once
Is this
Kurt
it?
Cobain died.
Is this 80s?
Jesus. Jesus.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's fucking... Whoa. Come as you are.
That's a little close.
That's pretty bad.
That is a little
Does it change the same way, too? Because then the Nirvana one has that part where it goes... And I don't want to go. Don't want to go.
It's close.
It's more the sound.
It's just that one riff.
That one riff.
That one riff is really, really close. Did they win
and
the
it's
lawsuit?
not even... It's just... But then a guitar does something a little different. And
I like the beats of these guys a lot.
Yeah, they're actually good. I like them.
But I don't like their fucking whiny Thompson twins sounding voice.
No.
Wow,
I don't
that's
even...
pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I heard that before, but I never heard the song that they were claiming Nirvana ripped off until today. See, we're educating ourselves and maybe some listeners about this Killing Joke.
They dropped the lawsuit when Kurt Cobain died.
They did?
Yeah,
Why?
That's
so
just what it says
stupid.
according to Wikipedia.
But that's when you go into the lawsuit more because you're not going to
Now you're
offend
fighting
the guy.
Yeah, now you're just fighting Warner Brothers.
The corporation man.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, that guy's now dead.
I love that George Harrison stole a song from...
Oh, God, My Sweet Lord.
It's so awesome that he made a spiritual song about the about Ravi Shankar or whatever and Hare Krishna. And he stole it from the Supremes,
Out
you
of
asshole.
Dulang.
You fucking thief.
Did he steal it?
Yeah, he had to,
it's so obvious.
They played it in court. He lost huge amounts of money on it.
Yeah.
He had to pay big money to those people.
Yeah, My Sweet Lord is whatever that song is.
Yeah.
He's so fine.
He's so fine, my sweet Lord.
It's the same song.
I never want to leave
Yeah,
you.
it didn't even change it.
Not even even throughout the song, all the different
when it goes from the
stages.
verse to the chorus to that, it's the same fucking
same
song.
key changes,
And it's
same
fucking
bridge.
terrible. His song is terrible.
Hey, a black listener is asking for Come As You Are because he has no clue what we're talking about.
Oh, we want to apologize to our black listeners today.
Well, just to help the guy out. Do you have a taste of Come As You Are? Real fast.
Taste
there,
of
E?
cum. What?
As You Are.
It's in my tissue.
Pretty damning.
There you go. Enough. All right. Here's your,
That's all you need.
Here's your feel-good story of the day.
A puppy. It's a story you'll only see right here on Eyewitness News everywhere. A 5-month-old boy's genitals were mutilated, and there is outrage about what happened. First of all, let's ask about the baby, Joyce. How's
a feel-good story?
Yeah, it's a feel-good story.
There's outrage about what happened.
Why is there outrage?
As genitals.
Let's ask about the baby, Joyce. How's he doing tonight?
Cameron, tonight the baby's
his
doing a
genitals
little
are
bit
chewed.
better.
Well, his
At the
genitals
Fraser
are gone.
apartment complex where the attack happened, people are still talking about it 9 days later.
Nah, man.
It's crazy.
I'm pretty
I can't
far
believe
from
a puppy
fucking
could
okay.
chew the private part, everything off a baby. I don't think that's possible.
Oh, no.
I don't believe that a puppy could chew the private parts off of a baby.
Off a baby.
But I'm glad he did, because otherwise I didn't have much to do today. And now I'm on the news. You know, she was at home going, oh, honey, come in here. I'm on the news talking about
The dog eating that baby's balls.
Attack happened. People are
Let's
still
hear that
talking about it 9 days later.
Of course they are.
It's crazy. I can't believe a puppy could chew
A puppy.
the private part, everything off a baby. I don't think that's possible.
I think it's possible.
I don't think that's I don't think that's possible.
What do you think dicks are made out of? Tinfoil and metal? You fucking idiot. They're made of flesh. Puppies have teeth.
Probably comes off easier from a baby than like an old dude.
And I'm sure a puppy would that's kind of like a play toy thing for a puppy.
Yeah, and a baby doesn't have much defense.
Yeah, it goes and it hits its own head.
Just sit there and
cock is being mangled. Fucking stupid baby.
And now they got to grow up together, the baby and the puppy. Fucking.
The puppy, accused of mutilating the infant's genitals, is at the Memphis Animal Shelter. And neighbors aren't the only ones who say there's no way a dog could do such a thing to a child.
What?
This email, circulating around Memphis newsrooms right now, claims the puppy didn't do it. The writer of this email says that the baby's genitals are completely gone. Scooped out, says this person, with a straight-edge knife or razor by someone who cops say may have done it as possible gang retaliation against the baby's mother or someone related to her.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
Come on now.
She's stepping on my fucking... She was stepping in our neighborhood.
Yeah, you're on my turf.
You wore a blue fucking kerchief on my street. I'm gonna scoop out your baby's balls and blame it on your puppy.
Grab a 5-iron and take a divot out of your kid.
What do you fucking do to a gang where the punishment is to take your baby's dick?
Oh, well, you disrespected them.
Yeah,
you made your fingers do a funny sign near their house.
Right.
And all you want to do is pick a nose. You didn't know.
If you bump into one of them and maybe look like perhaps the guy shouldn't have walked into you, that deserves your kid getting his dick cut off.
Fucking worthless assholes.
Oh, jackasses.
They should firebomb the entire apartment complex if that's the truth.
Awful.
Yeah.
Related to her. But tonight, Memphis police tell me everything in that email is fiction, completely untrue.
It's been ruled an animal injury. The injury was caused by an animal.
It's amazing how we all jump on that immediately.
Yeah,
it's just nonsense.
It's all fiction. No, it's not.
Well, that's what everybody in the Memphis living rooms did when it came on the news. Do you see what those fucking people do? I told you about those people. You called me rape. Oh, okay, it wasn't true.
Not true. Well, never got it. Stupid, stupid dogs.
Still, though.
Tonight,
it does
the
happen.
If they remains unclear. As for the baby boy, hospital sources say he faces a very long and difficult road to recovery.
Where was the mom at all this time? Because I know it just didn't happen in no split second. It had to go on for a while, and I know that baby was crying.
She's imagining
Where was she at?
It's a baby dick. I could bite it off in one shot. How long do you think it takes? This is not the finger off a fucking statue in Columbus Circle.
Where was the mom at? Well, the answer to that will have to come from the MPD's Child Advocacy Group and the Department of Children's Services. Both agencies still investigating this case, working very closely with the family to get some answers.
That's on peanut butter.
Mother was tiptoeing the GIF quietly back into the fridge.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Well, I don't want to know where the mom was when all this happened.
Hope that was fucking Ellen's dog, Iggy.
Oh.
That fucking bit the genitals off its new owner. Iggy's a cunt, and fuck Ellen.
Ellen should shove her own cunt into her cunt. I don't know. I get so mad at her. It's the most bogus fucking thing that she ever did. It just makes me sick.
Look, she was absolutely crying.
She's pretending that she didn't know that people would bother that's what you wanted to happen.
Yeah.
Because when I watched the thing, she's saying, I just need to get this off my chest, but while I'm doing it, I'm going to tell you the name of the organization and the woman's name, and I'm going to give you all the details so that you can threaten them.
Make your death threats.
So I can use my power fucking inappropriately. What?
She was right.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, because here's the problem is this. Someone like that woman, the woman who did the dog shelter thing was one of those cunts who just my way or the highway.
Well, no, but she has a right to that. She's got her organization, and she has rules, and she gets to make a call. But when the other party has a fucking national TV show to use against you, It's just not fair. It's just not,
That's good.
Here's what I think.
It was called for.
There's
I don't think so.
probably
And
some
also
kind of
because
legal.
She should have come on and said, "Hey, I'm mad at this woman. I want you all to call her," instead of coming on and fucking crying and pretending to be. And she wasn't that sad. And she gave the dog as a present to her fucking cunt lesbian fucking girlfriend. And then she fucking spent. And I spent $3,000 getting someone else to train it. And then it didn't work. So I want to give it. I don't know. I didn't buy any of it.
I think it's cute when she dances in the beginning, though.
I think it shows that she's just like us.
Hope Iggy does that
Except
dance
for
as
that
a
she
clock
eats
backs over his
vaginas
feet.
and she has one. It's like, why am I being?
Look at her
I'm
dancing.
being anti-lesbian just because I hate her.
Now
for that.
all I could think of is her crying over stupid Iggy. Look at the people dancing with her. Oh,
It was
stop
fake. It
with
was
your
fake.
goddamn dancing.
It was fake.
I don't know. I think that
She
like
was
the
angry, so she acted sad because she was pissed off at that woman because she didn't get what she wanted. She's a spoiled fucking celebrity.
Probably right.
She's rich and famous, so she thinks she should be able to do something differently than other people. If you go to adopt a dog, there's protection in line. And,
I know.
And if you're not a celebrity, you don't get your way. But she thinks she does.
But also,
and then other people end up fucking with that woman's life for whatever little rule that you think she shouldn't have. Been so stringent about. She doesn't deserve to be like threatened.
Yeah, she does. She did
by a
it.
nation.
Nah, she did. She was one of those people that just you deal with all the time, like a civil servant.
Yeah, but
she
they
had
get
that
to be that
mentality.
way.
No, they do, but they could never have consequences. And now you get your
That's
life
a
threatened.
little out of proportion.
You know what?
It's a little out of proportion.
There's probably some kind of legal bullshit that says that if the fucking she gives the dog away and it eats a kid's fucking balls off,
it goes back to
that you could sue the fucking company that
Here's the problem
gave
is
you the dog.
She has the rules for a reason because a lot of people adopt
she's a
dogs.
cunt.
A lot of people adopt dogs on a whim. And then they don't keep like her. She adopted the dog on a whim, and then decided once she was faced with dealing with it that she didn't want it. So they drop it off on a highway or give it to an inappropriate family. That happens all the time, and dogs get killed and abused that way. So this woman has a rule. Anybody that adopts dogs does that. And why she's supposed to go? Oh, but it's Ellen DeGeneres, so she must have good judgment because she's rich and because she has a show.
I hope the thing just fucking Hershey syrup diarrheaed all over one of her fucking expensive rugs.
No, Ellen DeGeneres' hairdresser couldn't possibly be a problem person.
Yeah.
No, fuck you. So what if you're rich and you have a show?
I'm still glad she did it. And that fucking woman, I hated her. When I heard her explanation, I didn't like her.
Yeah.
I gave her a
Well,
chance.
that's fine. I don't like that woman either. Probably. I don't know.
I was happy.
Probably.
I bet I hate her.
But she doesn't have her. Doesn't mean she deserves that from this fucking woman.
She's
who
been
then
a cunt her
pretends,
whole life.
This has been really awful, and I just want it to go away, but still give the dog back.
Yeah.
Fucking.
They're not going to give the dog back either.
No, who cares? Just get another dog.
They should just
Let it go.
fucking gas it like the old days.
And she wasn't sad that her hairdresser. I don't think she gives a shit about her hairdresser's kids and that dog. She's just mad that she's Ellen.
Didn't
and
get her
somebody
way.
She didn't get her way. So she's like, oh, let's see what's going to happen to you. And I'm going to go on and cry and make people feel bad. And you're going to change your tune.
Throw it in one of those gas chambers like they put Petey in from the Little Rascals when Stymie needed $5 to get him out.
Yeah.
And he went to gas him. I'm going to kill that dog. Like the adults on those Little Rascal things are the worst fucking human beings ever. It's like, please, mister, that's my dog. And I'm like, well, I'm going to gas him. The kid, you were horrified of those people.
Exactly.
Let's do the line of the day and get the hell out of here. Louis C.K. at the Egg in Albany.
Yep. Yes.
On Friday.
That's right. And Saturday at the the Calvin Theater in Northampton.
Aggie Wags. All on the website, right, Louis?
Will it be then? All on louisck.com.
All right, very good. It's Line of the Day brought to you by BowDogFantasy.net. If you're playing fantasy football this year, you should go to BowDogFantasy.net. BowDogFantasy.net. What?
Oh, it's fine.
We don't need to do the whole plug.
Nah, as long as they hear
It's new today. They're very
Bulldog
excited.
Fantasy. Oh,
what's
it's
new?
It's
playing
a
fantasy
slightly
football.
different wording.
That's the exact same thing, isn't it?
Wait, there's what?
The name.
I love the people at BowDogFantasy.net, trust me, but they're excited about their new copy that looks exactly like their old copy.
I might have exaggerated their excitement on the matter.
Basically, if you play fantasy football, BowDogFantasy.net is a great place to go.
Yes.
That's all the people need to know. But they
correct.
say if you're playing fantasy football
That's the new.
this year, do the smart thing and head over to BowDogFantasy.net for everything you need to win this season.
And this is the old one.
And this is the old one.
See, it's a little different.
Free live scoring stats, bios, and news that will help you win big this season in fantasy football. Oh, I see the difference.
So now you can do the smart thing.
Yeah.
And
They're just cutting out the details and making it more slogany.
It's just smart to go there if you play fantasy football.
Of course it is.
Sure it is.
Who doesn't know that at this
People who
point?
haven't heard you say that yet.
No.
They got excited about their new copy, huh?
I don't think they were that excited.
Wow, man.
It had just been a while, so.
They should just stay excited that they get to advertise on the Opie and Anthony show.
Really?
That's what their excitement should be all about. That we're pumping the shit out of their BodogFantasy.net.
Is that what they want to hear? We're pumping the shit out of it?
Yeah, why not? They have a sense of humor, right?
I hope so.
Fantasy football, BodogFantasy.net. A fine marriage. How's that?
Oh, that's
Tell them
good.
they could use that without paying me. A fine marriage. Here's a runner-up line of the day.
It's weird to me.
And stop asking me if I know what you're saying. What is this fucking regarding Henry? I have a head wound no one told you about? It's like fucking like mundane shit. Like, I just came to your house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, why the fuck wouldn't I know what you're saying, you black bastard?
That was really funny, man. Very fine reference. Jay Moore, everyone. Another runner-up line of the day. Here it is.
They push a half a log out through a thong. It splits like a fucking
That's like a cheese cutter?
velociraptor's foot. It looks like a slee stack foot. A log when it shits through a tight thong.
Do you think it would curl at the ends too, like an exploded cigar?
Oh, wow.
A 1-2 punch there.
Group effort.
A 1-2 punch. Very good. BodogFantasy.net. Thank you. Louis C.K. Thank you. Here is your line of the day.
Here comes the line of the day. Line of the day.
That's
My
why
snotty
Hasids
tissues.
don't use Mexicans to clean their plates, because they'll throw away. You threw my cum away, you fucking, you dirty spick! You threw away my cum. What am I gonna say to God now, you fucking dirty spick?
A new ending, too. Very good. Louis C.K., it's always a pleasure. Got to get the F out of here today. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.